Hey, hello YouTube friends, and this is CAA 1000 once again with the Twitter conversations. And what we have right now on Twitter, we're doing sequester topics. And what is sequester, you ask? Well, if you already saw the news today, actually the federal government is on a sequestration of public funding, which means that basically all federal agencies will be having like expanding cuts, which basically it may affect some people, it may not affect everybody, but let's say that federal workers will be affected somehow by the sequester or sequestration of fundings. And one of the things that I noticed, usually, regarding services, for example, if you go to a social security office, you probably will have a lot of problem trying to get some service when if you go to social security and request a claim for benefits or something, you may be, well, in most cases you may be delayed even more, or you probably will find out that some of the local offices will be closed, and it's not because it's not a holiday or something. It's just that there is no money to keep the office open. So there's a lot of services around the country that could be affected by the so-called sequester or sequestering of the fundings. And just to also mention regarding the sequester, guess who is being affected? And you probably wonder, oh my goodness, the Blue Angels. And yes, the Blue Angels are also the victims of the sequester, funding sequestration. What is going to happen to the Blue Angels? Well, if you are familiar with the Blue Angels air shows, like for example, in Seattle they have the Seafair, which is I guess the Seafair is a different events that happens in the Seattle area around, I guess is in the month of August, that they have the Seafair with the Blue Angels air shows and the boat races. They call it I guess they call it the air shows and the boat races, whatever they have it on. I know it's in the Seattle area, but I had the opportunity back in 2007. I had the opportunity to watch the Blue Angels performing, so I will link the video that I did back in 2007. But yes, the problem is that because of the sequester, the Blue Angels, all Blue Angels, and also hear this, all the Thunderbirds air shows have been canceled as of right now because of the funding sequestration. So not only is going to be a problem with the federal government, but it's also going to affect a lot of people that benefits from these type of events, like federally funded events. And that's not only the only thing that you will see regarding the sequester or sequestration of the funding, but also, when you go to those parks like Yosemite, the Yosemite Park, Yellowstone Park, whatever is controlled by the federal government as parks and recreations, those parks most likely will be shut down during this sequestration of funding. And I am only hearing a lot of things about the fact that the president of the United States, Barack Obama, is trying to negotiate with the Congress. But you know that because the Congress is mostly controlled by the Republican Party, Boehner and company controls the whole thing. So it's kind of like they have, like they are disagreeing in some things regarding how much funding they need to save to avoid the sequestration of the fundings. But it's not happening. So I'm sad to say this, but the sequester is going to happen. So you know what? I think that you may be, I guess you're going to be finding yourself in a lot of trouble regarding the national funding, especially. Oh, you know what? The national security. I think the national security will be even affected by the cuts, federal funding cuts, if the sequestration happens. And if again those things are going to be, I'm going to be doing a lot of Twitter conversations about it. So again, I'm giving you this quick update about the sequestration or sequester, whatever you call it. And again, see my Twitter message said, what? U.S. Air Force has canceled all air shows due to pending sequester of federal funding. Epic fail, POTUS, President Obama, and the GOP party. So again, go to my Twitter page. It's twitter.com/CAA1000. Check the latest news and events happening. Thank you for watching.